Hi everyone, StacyBurke here. Doing another one of my Playboy Q&A videos. By the way, I think this is a question on there, but this symbol is a Playboy symbol. Like, okay, people say, what is this? You know when you do shadow puppets and they do a dog, that's a dog, right? Well, it's also bunny. Like, now I can't do it. Like, it's also my bunny sign because back in the day, well, I don't know, maybe they still do it. I don't know. Gang symbols like there's West Side and East Side and all that kind of crazy stuff. Well, I thought this was our bunny signal, like bunnies, like bunny, bunny. They're bunny, like I don't know. That was my logo that I tried to make happen. Like Fetch. I was trying to make Fetch happen, but Fetch never happened. Same with the bunny logo, never happened. But that was just my thing. Felix, really gonna act up right now? Hold on. No, 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 no. Don't destroy my carpet. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ay, ay, ay. And I'm wearing a Playboy Jazz Festival tank. Anyway, I better get into this, because you know me, it gets into an hour, and I'm really hoping this video works because sometimes my videos does not save. So I got to get on it. And it's a little cold and chilly. It's going to be raining, so I do like my neck to be warm, so I always wear scarves or earmuffs or gloves or something. And I even have my jacket, but I just wanted to show off. I thought I would wear something Playboy-esque. But I'm just wearing just black leggings and a tank. Anyway, let's get on with it. In case you don't know, what I do is I do a Q&A, and how I harvest the questions is I only read the questions that was on the last Playboy Q&A video. Not my other videos. I don't read the questions on my other videos. Playboy Q&A, I only go to the last Playboy Q&A, and whatever questions are on there, those are the questions that I read off. And so if I don't get to your question, or if you have a question, you leave it on this video, and then the next time I film the Playboy Q&A, I will read your question and answer. So let's get started. Courtney, and by the way, it's over there, so I'm going to be leaning in a lot. So the other computers are here. Sorry, Courtney, sorry for your loss of your first video, but I'm loving the spooky thunder in the second take. I'm getting married in Vegas this year. I was wondering what chapel you were married at. Any crazy stories from your wedding episode of a memorable moment not shown in the episode G&D? Any thoughts you fall in love again? Let's love Courtney. By the way, my glasses are crooked because I sat on them, so they're going to be kind of crooked. There's just so much to tell. That would have to be a separate episode talking about my Vegas wedding, because that was just crazy. That was just a crazy, I would have to really sit, and that would be a whole video on its own. Fall in love again, I'm sure I don't know, I'd get married again, I don't know. We'll see. I never say never. You never know. But good luck to you. It just didn't work out for me, but best of luck to you. But yeah, I do date, and I am kind of seeing someone. I do have a boyfriend. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see. So, yeah, go on to the next one, because I know this is going to take it. So I'm going to try to rush these. I'm sorry. 86 a.m. says, thank you so much for re-recording this. When Renee moved herself out and her daughter into the guest house, when Renee moved herself and her daughter into the guest house, did have to pay rent on the rooms? Yes. What was the reaction of the girlfriends when she got the entire guest house to herself? Well, she didn't get the entire guest house to herself. There's other rooms in the guest house. The guest house has many rooms. So she didn't get it all to herself. She got one room in the guest house. I think there was like 6 rooms in the guest house. And then there's like the main like living area and patio area. So she didn't get the whole guest house to herself. How did you ask Hef for your weekly lounge? Was it awkward? Yeah, it was awkward, but like at the beginning of the week, if you wanted to go to the bank and put it in, you had to ask, you had to find him and ask him, and he would give it to you. Like, he would not just give it to you. You have to ask him. So yeah, it was awkward. Number 3, since you kept your apartment while you were a girlfriend, How often did you drive back and forth between the mansion and the beach? Did you rent it out? No, I didn't rent it out. That was before Airbnb. I didn't rent it out. I don't think it was even allowed back then, but I didn't really care. I did keep it. And I would come out, to the beach a lot, but I technically lived at the Playboy Mansion, so I didn't really come out here very often because my cats were already at the mansion. So there was really no reason for me to come to the beach unless I wanted to lay out or see people or just kind of just be in my neighborhood for a little bit. But I don't even know how often. I guess kind of, but not really. Mainly I lived at the mansion. Number 4, can you speak more about Bill Cosby being banned from the mansion? I can't really speak too much about it because I don't know that much about it. All I know is a lot of women there, Mary included, did not like him, and he did something really bad. I don't really know exactly what it was, but he was banned from the Playboy Mansion. However, Hef was still friends with him, and he was the MC at the Playboy Jazz Festival at the Hollywood Bowl. So the relationship didn't end, but he just wasn't allowed at the Playboy Mansion. And I really don't know. I would just be speculating, but because I didn't know all that stuff that came out with Bill Cosby didn't come out like the Playboy Mansion, so I didn't even think of it of that level. I just heard he did something really bad. Girls didn't like him, Mary didn't like him, and he was just not allowed to come back. So I didn't really know what that was. I didn't even ask. I didn't even think to ask, but that was the story there. Catherine Nose asks, do you think that Hef ever suffered a real heartbreak after breakup? Oh yeah, I think so. I think Hef really loved Holly a lot, and I think he was really brokenhearted. And I think he really was hoping he would marry her, because at the time he couldn't marry because he was still married to Kimberly. They were married until the kids reached 18. So they couldn't really do anything until the kids reached 18. And so I think he kind of wanted to marry her. But I'm putting words in his mouth. I really don't know. But I think so, yes. Amy Rios asks, Stacy, question, did you ever meet Barbie and Hef's brother Keith? He seemed like super nice. Oh, Barbie was awesome. I've always liked Barbie. I always was a fan of hers. I've always loved her style, her hair, and she's cute, and the go-go dancing and all that kind of stuff. And she was cute and wonderful then. And Keith was amazing. That's Hef's brother. Felix, I really wish you would stop doing that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. He stopped. And yeah, I got along with Keith's brother. I got along with pretty much everybody. So me and Keith got along quite well. He would come over for dinner like almost every night. So I would see him a lot. Kayla McCuller asks, Stacy, I thought of one more question. What's the best gift you ever received from Hef? Oh God, I don't even know. I can't remember all the gifts he gave me. Birthday cakes were always cool with my picture on it. That was he didn't really give I can't remember a gift. He was just generous in other ways, just offering his house and food and fixing my teeth. I guess my 2 front teeth, he fixed my teeth for me. So there was a lot of things, but not like a physical gift. Baxter asks, okay, weird question, I'm curious. If you ever cleaned your cat's litter box or the mansion staff did it, I would imagine everyone largely took care of their own pets, but I'd be surprised by things before. Love your channel. Thanks for doing this. Yeah, I clean my own cat box. There was times when I would leave, and I'm sure the staff did it, but I cleaned my own cat box. I don't really remember how I would do that, because that was before the clumping. That was before I got into the clumping cat box. So I think what I did, instead of shift it, I think every once in a while I would just dump the whole thing out and then start with a fresh bag. So I cleaned it myself. And I'm the only one that really had cats, so I don't know. Everyone else I think cleaned after their own pets as well. Misty Canyon asks, thank you, Stacy, for answering my question. So sad about the mansion. Also about the PJs. They were on the Playboy site. I don't think they were the same ones as you're talking about. Kind of look the same, that Bridget used to wear a lot on the show. I ordered them recently and I live with them. Haha. Yeah, I always wish I took those. I'm sure a lot of girls did, and I wish I did. because he had so many of them. And they were comfortable. And I don't know if they're the same, but these were so comfortable. And something you wouldn't think they would be comfortable. They seemed like they'd be scratchy and big and bulky, but they weren't. They were amazing. Alexandria asks, hi Stacy, I just found your YouTube channel. I'm obsessed with it. You're so kind and real, down to earth. I'm also a mother of rescue cats. My question is, how do you feel there's just nothing left to Playboy Mansion? Greetings from Argentina. Thank you for your videos. Well, yeah, I'm heartbroken. I always thought the Playboy Mansion should have been willed off to the children or made into a historical house and made into some library or something. Should have not been demolished. Restored, yes, but demolished, no. So, yeah, I'm heartbroken. I think it's wrong. So, yeah. Yahara VS, love this video, can't wait for the next one. PT Bowan asks, question, the twins mentioned half arrest in the A&E documentary. Were there any locked rooms as punishment with security outside the door? Did you ever see or hear about that during your time there? No. Doors were never locked in the mansion. Maids would come in and out. There was no reason to lock your door. So, no, I never heard of such a thing. So, I don't know. But then once I'm gone, I'm gone. Like, I could only vouch for what I saw and what was going on around me. But no, I never seen such a thing. Joy Jones McCormick asks, I love that you answered this. I just saw your answer. My brother's father-in-law was a master distiller at Jim Beam. Evan Williams is also made in Kentucky. Bourbon is 51% corn, made in Kentucky originally because of big corn produced in the state. Your videos make me happy. You're such a kind soul. Aw, thank you, Joy. Snoop Dogg asks, I don't think it's a real Snoop Dogg, but Snoop Dogg asks, hey Stacy, question, did the producers ever call you to come over for certain scenes and they tell you they were filming? Or just come over not knowing what was being filmed? How much did you know before coming over during filming? Love your honesty, nicest for everything. Even those you don't like. No, they never, you just never know. You show up to the mansion, they could be filming, they could be not filming. You just have no clue. And they never really asked me anything. The only time was during maybe the trapeze thing. They did, they interviewed me and put the mic pack on me and stuff. But no, you just never know when they were showing up. And I never got the schedule because I wasn't part of the show. I wasn't part of the scheduling. So you just show up, and if you're filmed, you're filmed. You walk in the door, like at the Playboy Mansion, they had a sign outside the door, walking onto these premises. Felix, can you please not destroy Mama's stuff? Oh, well, destroy it. I don't care. I'll fix it later. It had a sign saying, walking onto these premises, you agree to be on camera. I kind of have the same thing on my door because I do film and I do have security cameras and stuff, and you never know when I'm filming. So I do have that safety. I put it out there. Walking in these premises, be prepared that your likeness, you're going to be on camera. They're going to get taking pictures of you. It's going to happen. So, yeah. Just looking at my cat because they have 2 cat bowls. And one of the cat bowls they don't like. I don't know why. And I have to refill the other one. But the other one's empty. So Felix is forced to eat from the cat bowl he doesn't like. So I'm just watching him if he eats. There's nothing wrong with the cat food. You better eat it, Felix. Mama will refill it after the video. And Jennifer says, I need to hear the Bill Cosby story. I kind of said it. I can't really embellish anything that I don't know, so I can only speculate what he did, but I don't know for a fact. Zach Garcia asks, thank you as always for answering my question and for refreshing positivity. Next question. Did you take any souvenirs from the mansion for memories? Or if not, what do you wish you take and I wish you did take, and please, third time asking about Mary O'Connor. I can't find the video where we spoke about her. Want to hear more. No, I didn't really take any souvenirs. I mean, except for the pad and paper that says, have Mansion West. It was like a tablet. I have a few of the tablets because sometimes you would write on them. You would just take a tablet with you and you'd write on them. So I have a few of the tablets left. but I never knew when was the last time I was going to show up there. So I don't really have any souvenirs except for maybe like some of the Playboy magazines and stuff, but I don't really have any souvenirs other than the stuff that I had there. And Mary Connor, I said over and over, it's like, it's this, you know, she did say some upsetting things to me, and I thought they were not cool, and she was a little kind of mean to me in certain things. Like, we got along at the beginning, and then later on, she kind of was kind of rude to me a few times, and it just didn't sit well with me. So that was that. Sarah Fuller says, "Hi Stacy, I love you and your videos. I'm using it for inspo for cutting back drinking, also eating less meat, so thanks for the vegan recipes. You are so open and kind and seem like such a cool friend. My question, I heard Hef didn't like tattoos, etc. on women in the magazine. Did you have tattoos while being his girlfriend? Did you ever have anything to say about it? Also, did you ever get to meet Betty Page? It'd be cool for her to talk about her and similar modeling experience. Also, to say hi to Dusty and the Birds and friends." Well, first of all, yeah, I did talk about Betty Page, and yes, I did meet her. I did talk about her on the Playboy Q&A, so you might want to go back on that because I don't want to take too much time with it. But yes, I met her. It was very cool. I went to her 80th birthday. She was a frequent guest at the Playboy Mansion. So yes, I knew Betty Page very well. And I don't know if Hef didn't like tattoos or not, but yes, some of the girls' friends had tattoos. I had a few. In fact, one of the girls, Renee, got a tattoo of Hef's signature on her back. It says "You Hefner" on it. So yes, he had girlfriends with tattoos, and I don't really know, but most guys don't like tattoos on women. I mean, I'm not saying most. I shouldn't say most, but I met a lot of guys that don't like them. But yes, I had tattoos, and a lot of other girls did. So, and they were his girlfriends. So I think he kind of, if he didn't like him, he kind of got used to him after a while, because it was really hard not to have a girlfriend with a tattoo. It's really hard now because it's like a lot of people do have tattoos. But for the Betty Page thing, just Google. Like I talk a lot about me knowing her and stuff. Tammy Boykin asks, "Yay, thank you for answering my questions. Love you. Love you too." Christine Decente asks, "Hi Stacy. I go to concerts myself, especially if it's an artist that makes me feel emotionally. I can truly feel the moment. Just read Zella's book, and I really dislike how shaming she was towards your fetish modeling, and especially your Midsummer's horse outfit. I think it was amazing and unique. Who designed that outfit, and do you still have it?" I think I still have that horse's outfit in the garage somewhere. I don't know how well it held up, especially the boots. But yeah, and who designed it was actually a friend of mine. I think he's dead now. It was, and I'm trying to think of his website, but he was a very much into fetish dressing and rubber wear and stuff like that. And he used to sell a lot of costumes. And it cost me $1,000 to make, which doesn't sound that much money right now, but back then it kind of was. And I still like it. It was hard to walk in because they were real horses' hooves, but yeah. And I don't mean like horses' hooves like a real horse. I mean like they were horseshoes, like real metal horseshoes on the bottom, and they didn't have a heel. So you were walking on your toes, so it was kind of hard to walk in. But yeah, I think I still have it, but I haven't seen it in a long time. Justin Ness asks, "Hi Stacy. Okay, here's a racy bedroom question, if that's okay, of course. Did you still sleep with Hef when you're no longer official girlfriend? And did that mean you had to be with those mean girls who kicked you out if you did? How horrible was it for you if that case? I can't imagine." No. Once I was not a girlfriend, I wasn't a girlfriend. And then I got married, so of course I wasn't doing that. So no, once you're not a girlfriend, you're not a girlfriend. So no, didn't do that. Jennifer Blakely asks, "Hey doll, I like always a great video. Thank you." And I was wondering, everyone always asks about the animal potty throughout the mansion. My question is, why didn't you wash the drapes or clean it regular to prevent the smell? Do you think the mansion there'd be more money in cleaning maintenance Anyway, yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why they never cleaned anything. I don't know. You would think there'd be a budget, even if Hef didn't okay it. I'm sure Playboy or someone would say, "Hey, clean it." But I don't know. I don't understand it either. Maybe they didn't see it or smell it. Maybe just us girls did because we lived there. No one cared, I guess. I don't know why no one cleaned it. Heidi asked, did you ever do interviews or podcast discussing your time at the mansion? I mean, kind of. Not really. Not really. Just unless you're counting this. So yes, here I do. Andrew Cologne asks, hi Stacy, question, do you like room 2 or 3 better at the mansion? Why? Which was bigger? I really don't know what was bigger, but I like room 3 better because room 2, which was Kendra's room, had the view of the front yard, which is nice. It was big and it was nice, but I like the room 3, the one me and Bridget shared, because it had a picture of, you could see the back, the backyard and the animals and the pool, and then during the parties, you could see the parties going on and stuff. I just like the back better. I don't know why. Because I guess you could see people arriving at the parties in the front. I just like the back better. It was nice. Angelino interrupted us. Hey, Stacy, would it be emotionally hard to you to rewatch your wedding episode? Did any of the girls show concern prior to being married? No, it'd be hard for me to watch it. I'm fine with it. And I don't think they felt too much concern, any of the girls. I did marry him like 5 months into knowing him. So it was like, maybe that was the only concern. But, no, everything's fine. Everything's fine. I don't think anyone had concern at that time. Snip Dip asks, I love your channel. You're hilarious and real. Well, thank you. Christy Mullins asks, if you could go back in time to a single day from your Playboy days, which day would it be and why? I don't know. I guess any of the Midsummer Night Dream parties, and I would take more pictures or try to be enjoy it more, or any of the days I would like to, and just I don't know, take more pictures, or maybe go in the bedroom and steal one of those pajamas. That's what I would probably do. I kind of really wish I had a pair of those pajamas. Arana asks, hi Stacy, I love you so much. What were your favorite outings once the girls next door started filming? And did you keep going to the mansion when Crystal and the twins were there? Yeah, I kept going after the girls moved out and Crystal and the twins were there. Yeah, I kept going. Not as often, I wouldn't go upstairs, Bridget didn't live there anymore, so I wouldn't go upstairs to room 3 or anything and hang out. I would just hang out for the day. Just come up for Sunday, for Fun in the Sun, have dinner and a movie, and leave that night. I would not spend the night like I used to in Bridget's room. And all the outings were fun. I didn't care what we were doing. They're always fun. The jazz festival was fun. Going to the movies was fun. Anytime I went out with Hep and the girls was fun. So I liked them all. Grateful Mama asks, hi Stacy, love your channel and you are the bee's knees. I have a question. Did you ever witness any other girls fool around with each other that Hep didn't know about? No. I don't think anything was in private because Hep wouldn't care. He would probably like it, if there was girls into each other. So he wouldn't mind it. So nothing he didn't know about. Kayla asks, hi Stacey, what foods were served at the buffet? What was your favorite thing the mansion prepared? Oh, that's tough. They would prepare lots of stuff. They would always have fried chicken on there. They'd always have broccoli. They would always have a salad. Then they would, of course, have some kind of meat dish, some kind of fish dish. The rolls were really good. The desserts were really good. Soups were really good. I don't know. Everything was really good. There was nothing I didn't really like. I wasn't a vegetarian then, or vegan then, so I ate pretty much everything. So yeah, I would take a little taste of everything. Of course, anything with cheese was my favorite. Anything cheesy or potatoy, I would love. So yeah, I liked it all. Heidi asked, "What was your favorite thing about Hef?" Oh, I don't know. I guess just his love for people, and he would always have open door policy, and have he would love friends over, and he would always make time for you if you had a question you want to talk to him. He would talk to you like I would like Hef. I want to talk to you. He would go okay, and he would like talk to you and stuff, and he was just engaged. Like you could write him notes and letters, even if you lived there, and he'd read them, and he would make comments and stuff. He was just engaged a lot, so I like that. Um, Catherine Espanol asks, "Hi Stacy, thank you for being so real and answering honestly. What do you think about Kendra trashing Holly on Twitter years ago, talking about intimate details on Holly in a derogatory way?" Well, I didn't really like that, but people get into feuds, They just do that, and it's like, you know, I don't, you know, I don't want to get into that too much because I kind of understand both sides. Like I get, although that's not really cool, being derogatory and calling name calling, on social media is never cool. Of course, people do it. I'm not innocent either. Like I get upset and I say things too. So it's like it's human nature. So someone's car is really loud. They're listening to something. I could hear their radio. But I think she learned from that. Like they're gonna have a difference of opinion. It is what it is. It's not everyone get along. They have different experiences. So I don't want to get into it because that's their thing, and it has nothing to do with me. So yeah, I didn't really. It made me uncomfortable. I guess made me uncomfortable. Jawbreaker XR asked, "Stacy, if you talked about doing wrestling, did you ever get to meet any WWE divas as opposed to the magazine? If so, what they're like?" No, never met them. No, not really my thing. I mean, I do wrestling, but I'm not a wrestling fan. I'm really not. I really don't. I don't turn that on. Not a fan of it. Sorry, sorry for the bubble burst. I do wrestling for my fetish, and it's fun because I know the girls. But will I ever watch a wrestling thing? Hell no. Not a fan of sports. Just not my thing. Don't care about it at all. Kitty Bat asks, "Hey Stacy, any fun beauty tips you learned at the mansion?" No. No. I mean, everyone has their own way of doing makeup. It's kind of interesting, but it's really intense. I just don't have time for all that highlighter and that contouring and all that. It just seems like a lot of work. If someone else does it to me, awesome. But it's just not my thing. I've always loved false eyelashes. I always like eyeliner, but that's what I've always done. So I haven't really learned anything. So no. Marie A asks, "Hi Stacy, question. I saw Kendra buying condos in episode. Did you buy any real estate when you were with Hep? It seems Holly and Bridget did too." No. Real estate's not my thing either. I'm not into buying things. Like, I'm one of these weirdos. I don't understand. I mean, to each their own. But to me, I think we don't own anything. I'm into renting. I like to be a free bird. I've owned a mobile home once, and I'm just not that person. I don't really ever. If I end up buying a house, I don't know that I don't know. That's a big commitment. I really have to love that house. I just don't think that's in me. And flipping houses and doing all that stuff just seems boring as paint drying. It's just watching paint dry. I don't think I could ever get into it. To me, that would be a punishment. If you told me how to get in real estate, I'd be like, why? Why do you hate me so much? Why do you want me to buy a house? Why do you want me to get in real estate? In other words, no. It's like sports, real estate, not my gig. Like, I just couldn't see myself that way, doing that. Michelle Soderman asks, question, in the commentary for The Girls Next Door Season 1, when the girls are going to Vegas to celebrate a birthday, Kendra can't find the gifts. I remember this correct. Kendra thought you stole it, took the present. I don't remember if she thought I took it, but I didn't. There's so many things around the Playboy Mansion. Like, no. Did you do it? No. Like a prank? And no, I don't do pranks. I think pranks are stupid. I hate pranks. I think I despise them. So I would never do a prank. That is just stupid. Love your videos. Love from Sweden. Thank you, Michelle. Sarah Sasto asks, thanks for answering my question. Did you continue to go to the mansion after Holly and Bridget left? Yes, I did. Follow the other Q&As. Yes, I did. I kept going. Famous 21 Me, what has been your best day ever? Love from Florida. Oh, I don't know. Every day is my best day ever. I'm good. I'm pretty happy, actually. I'm pretty pleased. Even though, I have my moments. I cuss, I curse. I have a bad day where I'm yelling at things. I'm human, but it's like, looking back, everything's great. Everything's fine. Carolyn Parkinson asks, hi Stacy, I'm a huge fan. Always wondered if you or the other girlfriend slept with have alone, or was it always a group session? Was he a caring lover? I think I answered this before. Pretty much always a group session, unless Holly, because Holly was the main girl and stayed there, so she had one-on-one sessions, but that was the only one that had a one-on-one session. Tammy Boykin asks, I know it's not a question, but it's just my opinion. I think they look great the way they are. Sometimes women, especially very skinny, try to go too big and it just looks awkward. I think yours are great. Oh, I think she's talking about boobs. Yeah, thank you. Chrissy Phenolitz asks, Stacy, you need to spill the tea on Bill Cosby being banned. All I know, he was banned. I don't know what he did. He was just banned from Playboy Mansion. Question for Dark Moon asks, question for Stacy, what was Tina Jordan like? Was she friendly? She was always nice to me. I don't have any bad stories about Tina Jordan. She was fine with me. Well, you can tell it's getting darker. It's getting stormy because my O light is more bright. It's kind of a weird thing. No, Tina Jordan was always nice to me, so I have nothing bad to say about her. She was always nice to me. Disastroid asks, I'm going to bed now, Stacy. Much love. Good night, Disastroid. Holly Day asks, how did you get into the mansion for the very first time? Apologize if the question has been answered before. Yeah, it's been answered before. Just go to my past videos where I talk about my first date with Hef and my second date with Hef. Go to my Playboy Diaries and I talk about it extensively because it's kind of like a two-parter. Because I showed up once and I left for a year and then I showed up again. So it is kind of extensive. So just go back to my previous ones and I have 2 videos about that. Yomas asks, I have a fun question. What cologne did Hef wear? I don't know what kind of cologne he wore. Maybe Holly could answer this. I don't know what cologne he wore. That is interesting. I'm sure he had, because all guys have a signature fragrance. So I'm sure he wore a cologne, but I don't know which one it was. Amy Reels, how was Hef right after Holly left? Did you see a change in him? Did he move on super fast? Yeah, I saw a change in him. He was really sad. And yeah, he had the twins there, and it took him a while to find a main girlfriend. And then he found Crystal, the other Crystal. And yeah, I guess he did move fast because then he was divorced and he was ready to move on and he wanted to get married. He didn't want to live. He didn't want to be alone. So I guess he did kind of move fast. But I mean, that's normal. He was getting older and he just wanted to settle down. So I totally get it. Kevin Flat said, you're so awesome. Thank you, Kevin. And now Kev Ritchie asks, any staff member or department, no names, or rude that you didn't like at the mansion? Not really. There was a few that I don't really remember the names right when I first went there that they were a little rude, but I don't remember their names. And they didn't really last long. So, yeah. Because they must have been rude to other people too. Because they didn't last long. I'm getting cold. So, yeah, but after they left, it was fine. I can't think of anyone that was really rude. Not staff wise anyway. I know, Felix. I'm going to feed you your better food later. Don't worry about it. Jerry Dombrowski asks, were there any rock and roll concerts at the mansion? Did you meet any rock stars? No. Mainly it was rap or pop and stuff like that. They didn't really have any rock and roll. Rock and roll wasn't really in then. So I didn't really meet any rock stars that I was a fan of. It was mainly like pop, stuff like Justin Timberlake and, stuff like that. Like, popular like pop music. So, no, I wish. Angela B asked, did your coworkers at the Pumpkin Patch know who you are? Like Hef's girl? No. I don't really talk about it. I don't, if they do recognize me, they don't say it. So I just, I'm gonna be like, oh, don't you know who I am? Like, I'm just a normal worker like everyone else. So I don't bring it up. It's been so long. I don't think anyone knows about it anymore. Rachel White asks, do you still have your bunny necklace? Yes, I should wear it one of these days. It's in one of my jewelry boxes. So, yes, I still have it. And I love it. Prince O'Cats asks, I think she might have been a mean girl. Do you have any idea what happened to Sheila after she left the mansion? No. She kind of came and went. She wasn't... I even forget that she was a girlfriend. Like, she was so brief that I don't really remember her at all. Courtney, this is a random question, but was Hef's brother half black? He looked like he was, but it was never mentioned if him and Hef had a different dad. Not sure if you know, but wanted to ask if it was ever mentioned. I have no clue. I don't think so. I think they're real brothers with the same mom and same dad, I'm pretty sure. I never heard that rumor. I don't know if that's true. Yes, Cher. Yes, Sonny. Yes. My birds are very chatty. I'm sorry. So no, I have never even heard that rumor before. Carolyn Parkinson asked, what was Stephanie Hendricks like? I always thought she was really pretty, so I was hoping she wasn't one of the mean girls. No, Stephanie Hendricks was really nice to me. In fact, I think I told the story again. When I first came around, she kind of confronted me like, I get to sick not to have, I do that. And I go, oh my God, no, 100%. You were here first. You're priority. I'm brand new. I'm in the group. I would never step on your toes. And she goes, oh my God, Stacy, you're so cool. I go, thank you. I go, I'm not that person. And so after that, she just knew I was cool and on board, and I would not, I didn't have any motives like that. No ulterior motives. No, I didn't have any like bad stuff that I wanted to do. So we got along great. Me and Stephanie got along really great. Hi, Felix. I know you're being mischievous. Allison says, do you remember the brand of pink PJs? Nope. Didn't have a label. They didn't have a label. There was no brand. I don't understand. I don't know where he got them from. I would love a pair of the pink PJs. Even the blue. Jennifer McCormick asks, while you lived at the mansion, were you able to keep a job? Well, yeah, but I didn't really have a job. I did modeling stuff. So I did the modeling jobs and movie extra work and all that LA actress type of stuff, auditions and stuff. So it wasn't like a job, like a 9-to-5 job, but it was like, work. I did work and stuff. Julia Baker goes, hi, Stacy. What was the meaning behind the thumbnail images of your videos with your hands? Are they supposed to be birds? No, they're bunnies. Like, yo, how some bunny loves you. I don't know. It's like a gang sign, but for Playboy bunny. So that's what it is. Rebecca, what's life before Playboy? Fetish modeling is kind of like how my life is now. It's like I just did fetish modeling. I was still doing internet stuff. Back then, when the internet was brand new, I had a website. I had everything. I had a website back then, StacyBurke.com. Same thing I'm doing now. It hasn't really changed. It's been kind of cool. Stacy Burke, do you still do bondage videos? Honey, just Google me. Of course I still do. Yes, I still work. I still do the videos. Just Google StacyBurke.com. Miss BS, short the sound out. Get a friend to short your... No. Damn near popped my tweeter when I rewound that crazy countdown. Well, the countdown, I don't know. If it's a premiere countdown, that's on YouTube. I don't do that part. So the countdown, I don't know how loud that is, but that's not me. That's a YouTube thing. So, sorry. You're so lovely. Speak clearly for us Europeans. It's hard for me to speak clearly. I have a speech impediment, and especially my tongue is still kind of swollen because I have a broken tooth. So I do kind of have a speech impediment. So sorry. That's why you do the CC. Whenever I do videos, I always hit the CC button, the closed captioning, so I could read what they're saying. Sometimes it's not accurate, but it works out pretty well. I do that because sometimes I don't understand people either. Sawmill Co. 2 asks, were you ever polite to a celebrity at a mansion who was really obnoxious to you for no reason? Not that I remember. That's something I would have to think about. I don't remember at the top of my head right now. Carolyn Parkinson asked, what was Kimberly Stanfield like? I don't know which Kimberly that was. The Kimberlys I knew everyone was fine. Except for one girl. But I don't know if that was her. There was one girl who was really mean to me. She was a playmate. She had blondish brown straight hair. And she was really rude to me. But I don't think it was Kimberly. It was Stephanie. I think her name was Stephanie. But it was not Hindrance. It was I think it was Stephanie. And it was like a Monday morning, because usually I spend the whole week at the mansion, because Sunday we have dinners and a movie. So it's like I spend the night, because I'm not going to drive home late at night. I usually would wake up early Monday morning, grab some coffee, pack up, and leave. And it was Monday morning. I was getting coffee, and she saw me in the kitchen, and she goes, Stacy, why are you still here? And I was like, this is so rude. And I'm like, because I just am. And like, why are you here? I know you're a playmate, but that was just rude. That was just so mean. She was just mean. She was not nice at all. But I forget her last name. I forget. She's very forgetful. That's me being mean. And Andrea Love Product goes, oh, Dusty. That's my cat, Dusty. Kevin Flat, you're so cute. Thank you. Maria, please need to ask you about Victoria Silverset, Miss 1997. I don't know what to say about Victoria Silverset. She's beautiful. She was statuesque. I never saw her at the Playboy Mansion. I only saw her at GlamourCon and outside the Playboy Mansion. I loved her. She's great. She's beautiful. She's still wonderful on Instagram followers. She's still beautiful. That's all I could say. I didn't really know her. I was just always a fan, and I never saw her at the Playboy Mansion. So that's all I could say about that. And Amy Rios says, was Tina Jordan rude to Holly or you or Bridget? I don't know. I mean, you would have to ask. I'm sure if you follow the podcast, Holly has her opinions with that. So I don't know. And I don't know about Bridget. Me and Bridget never talked about that. All I know is Tina was always nice to me in front of my face. Behind my back, I have no idea. If she was mean to me behind my back, it was never brought to my attention. So she was always nice to me to my face. So that's all I could say. And I think that's the end of the questions. Oh my God, it's not even an hour. So if you have any questions, and of course I'll elaborate more and go through, if I didn't get to your question completely, just go through some of my Q&As, especially if it's in the title of what you're looking for. Because I could only answer questions about me. and or something I know for a fact. Like the Bill Cosby one, I can't really elaborate. I could only imagine what he did. Like I kind of have a kind of a clue, but I don't want to put that out there because that's hearsay, and I don't really know. But if you know he was banned from the Playboy Mansion, you know it had to been bad, right? And Mary didn't like him, and a lot of the girls at the staff didn't like him. You know? So, all right. But I'll do elaborate more. Keep the questions coming. Any questions? Because it's almost an hour. It's like 45 minutes right now, this video. So if you have questions, down below, put the questions, anything Playboy. And one of these days, I am going to do a Q&A where it's just talking about me out, just without the Playboy. It's the questions with me. But I got to start that with a video. So one of these days, I'm going to start that with a video. Okay? So I hope the birds wasn't too annoying. I hope you're able to understand me a little bit with my speech impediment that I've always had all my life. Like I really have to learn to enunciate and project and get the words out. It's kind of tough. I don't know why. It's always been. It's not like I have like big teeth to get my teeth around. It says I have a small mouth and a big tongue. And yeah, I bite my tongue a lot because I have, anyway. Oh, that's another thing. Anyway, to all my Stace-Cadets and all my Burkettes, I hope you have a groovy day. Until next time, peace.